All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Sting Kareem. We're Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we're here to break down and discuss the results from the 2025 Oscars. So we got all the winners. We're not going to get to every single category. We'll just stay into kind of some of the bigger categories, and then we'll kind of talk about our thoughts about everything. So here, I'll go through some of the bigger categories, the leading roles, supporting roles, and stuff like that, and then we'll discuss, because we do have a lot of feelings. I know a lot of you guys in chat have a lot of feelings about some of this. So we'll start off with the actor in leading role. Adrian Brody won for The Brutalist. Actor in supporting role, Karen Culkin, A Real Pain, won that one. Actress in the leading role, Mickey Madison for Anora, won that one. Actress in a supporting role, Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Animated feature film, Flow. Let's skip down. Cinematography, Brutalist. Costume design. The costume design was a pretty good one. That was Wicked. Paul Tazwell. Directing was Anora, Sean Baker. See, skip around a few little bit. A musical, best original score, Brutalist won that one. Music original song, Amelia Perez won that one.
Yeah, such crap.
Yeah, visual effects, Dune. Like no one else should win. Writing, adapted screenplay, Conclave. Writing, original screenplay, Anora. And then the big one for the night was best picture. Anora won that one as well. So yeah. So I mean, there's some ones that should win. Makeup and hairstyle, The Substance won. Better. Yeah. It win for that. What are you talking about? Same thing with visual effects. Dune better have won for that.
Better win best sound. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's come on. Only one that a complete unknown could be something, but not to Dune. Dune's level was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
production design being wicked, then creating that entire world, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But I think
the one that was kind of I almost threw up was when the best original song was Amelia Perez was nominated twice. I'm like, you lost to Elton John, Never Too Late. You lost to Sing Sing. It was like, what? and it's not even that good of a song. It's probably one of the better songs of the movie, but none of them were great. And so I was kind of like, I guess.
I feel like they looked at the categories and said, okay, well, they have to win at least one of them, and then they went with it. That's how it feels. It feels like they were just like, our categories, all right, we have to give them one of these. So which one could they possibly win? Let's do this anyway. No one's going to argue with it.
Yeah, I guess. but also Emily Perez won Zoe Saldana best supporting role against a complete unknown, Wicked, Brutalist, and Conclave. She won for that. So I thought that was kind of wild.
Yeah.
And then her comments after the show was like that apology. Like, don't even say anything at that point. Where Zoe Saldana's like, "Oh, I'm sorry you felt I'm sorry you were offended. Like, the movie really wasn't about Mexicans." It was like, just I'm sorry you're offended alone is like such a shitty. I was like, come on, man. Like, you're the only one that hasn't been an issue with this movie.
After all her, I think she had a really good acceptance speech and talked about her, being a granddaughter of immigrants, and her grandmother, coming to the country in 1961, 1962, and all that stuff. I thought that was really cool to hear. And she was finally talking about she's of Dominican descent, all that stuff, because she doesn't talk about that stuff a lot. So all that was really cool. And then she's going ahead and ruin it by opening her damn mouth. Like, there should be someone to be able to, a publicist should be able to tape her mouth closed and say, don't say nothing else about this film. It's over. You won. Shut up.
For winning. Yeah. Especially you can't say oh, it's not about Mexico or Mexicans after what the shit the director said about Mexico and Mexicans is like third world almost. I forgot his exact words, but he was like, oh, it's like an immigrant a group of people.
Like, you think Mexico City?
He said Spanish is like a dirty language. Yeah, it was like everything he said was horrible. It was like, no, don't say nothing. Just say thank you and go home.
Yeah.
But yeah. But Anora was the big winner. It won 5 out of their 6 nominations.
What the
won
fuck?
director, leading role was Mickey Madison. That was a big one. She beat out Cynthia Erivo. She beat out Demi Moore. Like those two, I thought were for sure over Mickey. But
I saw Fernando Torres and I'm Still Here.
Yeah,
10 times better.
She was good.
10 times better than Mikey Madison. 10. I don't understand. I really don't understand what the requirements are. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I'm sure Mickey Madison is a nice girl. The movie was a good movie. It was fine. There's no reason for her to win. There's no reason at all. Not lifetime achievement. Not that this movie was the best movie I've seen in ages or anything. There was no reason at all. Yet somehow she wins. It's like, man, it's the most Star Wars winning thing ever heard of. Somehow this person wins. What? How?
Yeah. Anora stole the night.
Mm-hmm.
Stole the night.
Pretty much swept it.
Yeah. I think they had the most of the night with 5. With the director as well. Director won. He beat out the Brutalist director, Complete Unknown, which is James Mangold, Amelia Perez, and The Substance.
But the best one wasn't even nominated.
Exactly. The best director wasn't even in that category. Come on.
That was the ultimate insult.
Yep.
I'm still in my feelings about that.
Yep.
I'm with
you. The creating narratives just like Josh Allen winning MVP. Yep.
Yeah, like none of the numbers make any sense. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It just said if Zoe gone lead for Perez, could she beat Madison, or would they split like the affable vote and more Torres up?
But she's not the lead. That's the
I think
problem.
She is the lead in that movie.
Well,
I thought she was.
Depends on who you say is this.
Because the movie's about Amelia, but she's not the focus of the story. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the same thing with Green Book. Like Green Book is about the dude, but the lead was the white guy was
through his eyes and all that. Yeah.
But I don't know how they pick and choose that stuff. But even if she was lead, Cynthia was better. Demi Moore was better. Torres was better.
Well, I understand. So now I know that big movies are never going to give anything for big movies. That's just what they do.
Nah, it's hard.
It's too big of a movie. We can't compare to you. Like you can't be an artistic movie and be a good movie and big movie. So that's just two different things. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's just what it is. So that's why it takes Cynthia Erivo out of the whole competition. But Demi Moore, The Substance is a small movie. This small budget, low budget, and she did a great job. She has the pedigree. She did a great job in the movie. The movie really made you question a lot of different things, and for her to win, it doesn't make any sense. And then Fernando Torres just was probably the best overall acting job. She carried the entire movie, and the emotion that in that movie was just superb. So I don't know how we ended up with Mikey Madison. I just don't understand how I got there. How did we get here?
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. Then
so then we talked about Adrian Brody, right? So,
Adrian Brody, that's who I was going to bring up next. The dude broke the record, so now he has the longest acceptance speech. 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, at what point I'm like, okay, man, you're not really saying anything anymore, man. Yeah. Like
he was just rambling. He was like, and then we'll say this.
Today, Junior.
Seriously.
It was just so weird, that first of all he won because I just don't think that The Brutalist was that good of a movie. Then for him to have that long acceptance speech after they were playing people off the stage after 45 seconds, it was very weird seeing that happen, and then getting the results that we got. I don't understand what's going on with the Oscars. I don't understand what they're thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, it went on a lot longer than it needed to, and much as I like Adrian Brody, he really didn't say anything that we haven't really heard before. Um,
I mean, is it possible that Adrian Brody is? I know Sebastian Stan's never going to win because of what he depicted. Well, but besides Sebastian Stan, I think Ralph Fiennes is better. I think
Ralph Fiennes,
Chalamet was better,
mhm.
and Coleman Domingo. I think all three of them were better.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I was hoping Timothy Chalamet would have won. I was hoping Ralph Fiennes would have won. I would have been really good with that too. And I would have also been completely satisfied with Coleman Domingo winning it. But I don't know. I just had this feeling in the back of my mind that it was going to be Adrian Brody, and I can't quite place why. Um, Maybe it's because, like we were kind of touching on earlier, The Brutalist did very much seem like kind of like an Oscar bait type movie, and really the only thing I liked about it was Adrian Brody in it. I don't know.
But
I
the
just had
story,
this.
I didn't even love the story,
I didn't
man.
love the story either, but for whatever reason, I just had this story. This not story. I just had this feeling in the back of my mind that it was going to be him. The Academy eats stuff up like that.
And
Um,
it's detriment. I don't understand, you know. Like the
mhm.
Shades says, I don't watch the Oscars, it's a popularity contest. It seems
It's
that way.
but it's not even a popularity contest anymore.
It's within their little voting group.
Yeah, because look at it, Amelia Perez. Amelia Perez was up there. I don't know a single person that said they like it. Like Rotten Tomatoes is all bad. And yet it's still up there. So it's like it's not even popularity anymore. It's like this like you said, like this group of people that like want to pander to each other and bait each other constantly. It's just
they're becoming, as Fernando's saying, they're becoming frauds. And I think
hold on, give me a minute. Sorry.
Go ahead. He says, I still think they're giving the speech right now as we speak. So like Adrian Brody's right now still saying, and he's waving off the band as they're trying to play him off the stage. He's still like, no, I've been here. You can't do nothing to me. I'm gonna do this. Like it was cringy too. So that long Bond song montage made me think of Amazon cut a check to the Academy.
I don't know who that. I'm not familiar with that Ray singer, but Ray, in the slim chance that you're watching this, don't ever do that again. Don't you ever do that again. It was her cover of Skyfall was so bad.
Domingo should have won. I think Coleman Domingo could have won for Sing Sing. Sing Sing, it's not my type of movie, but he did a great job in it. And as I said, like I think Timothy Chalamet, and Ralph Fiennes all were better. So I don't understand with a movie that I don't like the story, and you're giving him the best actor. Like it's just like they made a decision. That's what they're going to go with, and they're going to try to rationalize it. And no one can go with can argue it because it's what the answer we came up with. Like, man, F that. Stupid. So I went to see my Dead Friend Zone, and I feel like that movie should garner a few nominations. Really? My Dead Friend Zone? Okay. I'll check that out. See. I think we're gonna get some with Magazine Dreams. I think we're gonna maybe. If if they're willing to accept him, they should get some from Magazine Dreams. I'm not sure that they're ready yet, though. Is there a movie that you think that's going to be more Oscar worthy, Oscar buzz, like type of nominations you're going to get from it?
With My Dead Friend, it could. I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. Only seen a couple of the trailer or one of the trailers. I don't know. I'd have to read more up on that.
I hear you. I usually don't know anyone who has seen the Oscar-winning movies, so because Tank loves doing those reviews, I actually go and watch all the movies and look at it. And I'll tell you, I had a great time with Nickel Boys. A great time. I'm Still Here was a very sad movie, and I was here for it. I think she did an unbelievable job. Anora was Pretty Woman with some twerking in it.
It was Pretty Woman with more twerking and more F-bombs. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Emilia Perez, I saw, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And people like my wife was watching this. She was like, "This is not good." Completely unknown. It was like a concert. Conclave had the biggest shock at the in the end. The Substance was an amazing movie. Doom Part 2 was an epic cinematic presentation, so that was great. Wicked was the funnest big movie of the year, and The Brutalist was a long ass pretentious movie that I just could not be with. Said the Amelia Perez was a work of political decision. Let's be real. I'm not disagreeing with you. Conan Cinema Streamer was the joke of the night. It had 48,000 phones on one screen. You don't have to hold it. The Perez nomination was a woke decision. Let's be real. I don't hate the idea of woke, whatever, but Amelia Perez was just it was a box cutting. It was a box checking decision. That's all it was.
I saw a somebody talk about Amelia Perez. They're like, it's a movie for everyone to hate. Conservatives hate it because it talks about trans immigrants. Liberals hate it because of the way it talks about trans and immigrants. It's like everyone hates it like equally. It's like
Mexicans hate it because they have the way they're depicted, and there weren't any real Mexicans in it. Other races don't like it because they're not talking about it, or they're playing a Mexican even though there are millions of Mexicans that could be in the movie, but you don't want to use any of them. Even drug lords don't like it.
Don't like it. Yeah. It's everyone. Like I don't know. Like I don't know a single person.
We all can get behind hating this movie.
Yeah.
So Ed Harris was incredible. Sonequa Martin Green was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Harris is always good.
Ed Harris is great.
Always. Just
never seen a performance from him that I didn't like. Yeah, I think like one of my favorite roles from him is History of Violence. His role in that, I thought he was great.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Him and William Hurt. William Hurt was in that thing for like 10 minutes, if even that, and was just absolutely crushed.
And stole the show.
Yeah. Stole the show.
Mm-hmm.
So Zoe Saldana and them fake ass tears. I did see that clip. I mean, I think she was crying, but she was also playing it up. She's an actress, but the problem was Zoe is all the other stuff that she always says. All her other comments always bother me.
Really? Yeah, I didn't get a good look at her because I was like, I think I was doing something at the same time when she was doing her acceptance speech, so I didn't really get a good look.
I think she was her first time emotional, but yeah.
She's like, what she said. She's like, this is the first Dominican person to ever win an Oscar. Person of Dominican descent to win an Oscar, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But you do understand how Black people got to in the Dominican Republic and Haiti and all this stuff, right? You do know how that works, right? So like all the other stuff she says, like almost cancels out the fact she said that. So like, me and Zoe Saldana, I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Brazilian language YouTube streams were had higher views than English ones. The entire country was supporting I'm Still Here.
Yeah. There's a clip of them like watching a giant projection on like a building wall in Brazil and all screaming whenever they won anything.
Because it was
I'm Still Here didn't win anything, I don't think, did it?
No, it did not win anything. And it was amazing.
I think
it won
Nickel Boys
international. It won international film.
Oh yes. Yeah, Best International. That's true. I know Nickel Boys and something else were the only ones that didn't win anything.
Yeah,
and Nickel Boys was so good.
Yeah, Nickel Boys didn't win nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking like, oh my god. But once again, it brings up on conversations that make certain people uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to talk about a movie that's a good movie, that's a good film, and that people don't like to talk about, that's what that is. But you want to, push Amelia Perez to the forefront. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, was it a complete unknown? I don't think a complete unknown won anything.
Which is surprising because he's
Nothing.
the one best actor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Congrats to Zoe. She's the only person who deserves to win. I think as supporting actress, because she's probably, as you said, she's probably the main actress. So, yeah, I guess compared to the other ones, yeah. Anzo with his hate, doing his trash.
Blasphemer.
Yeah.
So, twerky woman twerking down the street. Yeah, that's basically Anora. That's
Anora. Pretty much.
Not even doing a good job at it, but whatever. That's as I digress. Anytime I hear the word woke, I tune everything out said afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. It's usually followed by something not good.
Mm-hmm.
If I weren't a not Lioness, if it wasn't for Lioness, I would totally ignore her. Yeah. I love Lioness though.
Lioness is great.
It's her comments that always bother me, not the role she plays. Her comments are the issues I always have. I like if she just shut up, then we'll be okay.
Even like this, like we were talking about after when they were all talking and after the show was done and she was talking about saying thank you again. I'm like, don't say I'm sorry you're offended. That's not an apology. That's not an apology.
Just don't say anything. What is wrong with her?
Just thank you, nod, and I love my mama, and like cool, go home. But
I just me and Zoe's out down on opposite ends because ever since Nina Simone, like you should not. Ever since then, and then everything else she says, I'm just shut up. Just don't stop talking.
Yeah. So there was one, I don't know if you guys talked about it when I was gone. Karen Culkin.
Yeah, Kieran
won for a real pain.
So Kieran Culkin is the best actor in the family.
He is.
Yeah, man, hands down.
He's the best actor in the family. Macaulay Culkin is awesome, but he was in all his movies. Kieran was in all of his movies. He's always been the little brother in all his movies.
Yeah. Yeah. But his acceptance speech was, I think, the best of the night.
Me too.
I would say one of the better ones because it was more fun and lighthearted. Yes,
the Palestinian Israeli one is the best.
That was the best one.
Speech, and the fact that they tried to play them off with the music, I was furious.
Get your ass out! Yeah, get out of here. Like you cut Adrian Brody's 5-minute damn
montage of nothingness, and then they're talking about like if you. He talks about America, and if you fix your foreign policy is what's making it hard for us to figure it out.
Yeah,
for us to get through this. And if he should feel safe, he said I should feel safe, and he should have full freedom, full rights, and that's
that was the best. That was the best speech of the night, hands down. For No Other Land was the documentary feature film that they won for, which I kind of want to go see that film now. I feel like I'm going to be crying by the end of it. But Carrie Culkin had, I think, a fun and very loose kind of acceptance speech talking about the situation with his wife, and he wanted another kid, and she's like,
that was funny.
When you win the Oscar, we'll talk about having another kid.
And he's like,
he goes, hey, let's get going. So I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was funny, and I thought that was kind of like a cool kind of moment as well. But yeah, besides the No Other Land speech, Karen Culkin speech, nothing else really wowed me for speeches.
Yeah, nothing really stood out for me.
Yeah,
the one guy who thanked his dog, I was like, really? That's what you doing, guys?
That was from Anora, I believe.
Oh yeah,
I think that was enough for editing. Another one I did have to bring up was what was it? Was it costume design for Wicked? Paul Tazewell. He was the first black man to ever win for that category.
Yes,
It was a solid speech.
Yeah, and he had a pretty solid.
That was a good one.
Speech as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
It didn't go on for too long. Sometimes with the
Yeah.
acceptance speeches, sometimes less is more.
They go on for a long time.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. What's it called? In memoriam. What's that called? So, did anyone notice all the people that are missing?
There's a
Tony
lot.
Todd, Michelle Trachtenberg, Olivia Hussey, Bill. Oh no, I'm sorry. They did mention Bill Cobbs. I'm sorry. Who else? And
Tony Todd, I thought it was unbelievable. There's no way that you
yeah,
should be doing
and there were people who, when it came to like Michelle Trachtenberg, people were saying, oh, it was too short notice. I'm like, then explain Gene Hackman.
Exactly, Gene Hackman. It just happened. What are you talking about?
Within a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the name? Shannon Doherty. What about Shannon Doherty? Who was?
That's who I was thinking.
A long time ago. Like, how did you forgot that?
Was it right after the last Oscars?
Yes. So like, I don't understand how you missed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's wild. Yeah, that one wasn't as good. I don't know if people complain too much, like, oh, it doesn't need to be that long, which I disagree. I think it should have it. The 007 tribute was a waste. I thought that was stupid.
I felt like it was just like, okay, we need to do something for 5 minutes here, guys.
It was something to pad the runtime.
Yeah, which is unnecessary when you have a 5-minute acceptance speech going.
Yeah,
exactly. I thought that was silly because like the Oscars always runs over time, so you don't need to pad the time for anything.
Yeah, it just seemed, just the whole Bond thing just kind of felt out of place, and like I said,
it really did.
Just like why?
They couldn't think of anything else to do. They just wanted to pad the runtime. Like I said, like none of the covers of the songs were anything really mind blowing for me. I think like Doja Cat's version of "Diamonds Are Forever" was okay.
No, I thought it was terrible too.
It was just okay. She royally bungled the last couple seconds of it for sure.
Like that why is Doja Cat singing? What are we doing here, guys?
I forgot who else, and then that rendition of Skyfall I hated with a fiery passion.
Oh yeah, that was not a good one. Yeah, I didn't the whole thing I didn't care for. I was like, why? When it was over, I was just like, why?
Yeah,
but pointless to me. But yeah, I hear T brings it up. The Oscars is trash. I don't know.
No, it's getting there. It's getting to a point where even though I like to, watch stuff, it's getting to a point where I'm like, man, some of this stuff is trash. The people who win is just awful. And like you don't really care about real messages.
Oh yeah. David Lynch.
Yes.
David Lynch not having his own memoriam. Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand who does these things and no one checks it out. Like nobody. Whatever, man.
What's up, Maria?
What's up, Maria?
What's going on, Maria?
Yeah. Yeah, and then also have a good night.
Yeah, Nikisha. No, yeah, she's going to go watch Paradise.
Going to see Paradise.
That's all. I was going to stay up at 2:00 in the morning and watch it. That's all.
Let's watch it.
Do Anzo.
Yeah.
I started watching it finally yesterday.
Yeah. Paradise is so good. The season finale tonight. I cannot wait.
Yeah. But cool. That's our thoughts for this Oscar year. Wasn't the best one, man. It's just something was off this whole season with it. It just I didn't care for it this year.
Very very unremarkable, if I had to sum it up in a word.
Yeah. And it's not because no one got punched or slapped. That's not why. It's just everything was kind of just that felt like just like a fart in the wind, kind of.
I haven't liked the Oscars in 3 years.
Yeah. But cool. We want to hear from you guys for your thoughts. We want to hear from you with your thoughts from the Oscars of the results. Anybody that you thought got snubbed or deserves to win, and maybe we're overreacting with certain people. Let us know. leave a comment down below, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV shows, other things like the Oscars and other nerdy stuff. But we appreciate everyone in the live chat. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic right now.